Hey friends, thanks for tuning in. This video, we're cruising around in my friend's old VW bus. We are checking out the Keld Falls, and we're going to check out the Vermilion Reservoir. Alright, at the Keld Falls here, folks. As you can see, there's a big ravine cut into the ground, done by years and years of erosion. So much so that the RM has actually tried to slow it down by dumping concrete and adding kind of wire mesh to slow down the water. It's been kind of a dry spring, so the falls are normally flowing quite a bit more than this. But it's still a pretty cool sight nonetheless, because we were able to walk down right to the bottom. In this shot, you can see the large path that the water is carved out into the countryside. It's absolutely huge. The video doesn't do it justice. Scenes like this make it hard to believe that we're still in Manitoba. This is not something we normally see around home. With a crevice cut so deep into the ground and into the rock, you can see back millennia, if not millions of years. Many people have found fossils and remnants of old times here. What an awesome place. I really could hang out here all day in the hot summer. Bring a case of beer, stick your legs in the water and chill out. Back in the bus and on to our next destination. We're just en route to check out a friend's old house, get a little bit of a tour. Just up on the roof of an old 3-story house. No big deal. Nothing to see here. Sure don't build homes like this anymore. The amount of detail on the ceiling is incredible, although it needs a new paint job. And this woodwork too, pretty cool. I would love to live in this old house. Back in the bus again, folks. Here we are arriving at Vermilion Dam. If any of you have been here before, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know what you think. The Vermilion Reservoir is a water retention flood control structure. It's got a max depth of 9 meters and it's 160 acres large. It's located at the upper end of the Vermilion River. There's an undeveloped boat launch on site, but the area is for electric motors only. There is parking on site as well, and some informative signage where you can find a bit of information on the area. The reservoir includes some fish, smallmouth bass, and walleye, so you can try your hand at some fishing. There was some concerns in the mid-2000s that the reservoir would not meet the needs of the city's water supply moving forward in the future. So studies were done and divers were hired to inspect the reservoir and see if alterations could be made. The divers found that 2 of the intake valves were partially plugged, one of them being completely buried, so I believe some modifications were done there. I believe that the city also found that they could expand the reservoir to increase its capacity moving forward for the next few years. It's definitely a cool place. I recommend you check it out, especially in the summertime if you're in the area. In fact, if you come in from the west side, you can drive right over the dam as well. Here's the outflow of the reservoir, the Vermilion River. Drive right over top of it, this ford crossing, and we're on our way. A few miles down the road, we arrive at this old church, which according to the sign over the door is 100 years old. Pretty cool place, and it looks like it was recently restored. It looks like they recently added some nice new steps and this wheelchair access. Over here, I think it's the old ones. Now we're in Keld Park, another spot I definitely recommend checking out if you're in the area. As you can see, it's still kind of spring here, or coming out of winter, but summertime, it's an awesome place for camping and just having a picnic. Alright, time to hit the road again. Over here we got some washrooms, then there's kind of a picnic shelter, there's many camp stoves, and they've also got power for RVs. So if you want to set up for a few days and you got your camper, you're definitely hooked up. Cell service is kind of poor in the area, but if you have a booster, it shouldn't be a problem. Over here we got the snowmobile shack as well, so in the winter, if you're on your sled, I recommend you check that place out. Nice cool old barn here too on the way in. Well, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.